What's up, everybody? Cliff Ravenscraft here, and I want to welcome you to episode number 230 of my somewhat daily vlog from time to time. Anyway, today I am just sharing with you a random update. I'm super excited to tell you that I am actually on day 2 of an early morning routine. So you've heard me talking about it a couple of days ago. I shared that I have this desire, a want, to get back to this idea of waking up at 4:30 in the morning and having those early morning hours to get that jump start on the day. I know that I am most creative, most active in my mind. I have the most willpower and discipline early in the morning. And I desperately had this desire to get up at 4:30 a.m. every morning. Now, the thing is, it's only been a desire. It's only been a want. It's only been something that I would like to do. And I talked about the fact that, hey, I'd had it in my mind. I'm setting my alarm for 4:30 in the morning. I did that for a couple days, and the alarm went off. I woke up, and I'm like, I think I'll sleep in. And so I'm thinking, okay, I know about human behavior. I know how to create change. I know how to motivate myself to do things that I would typically put off. And the question is, it just came down to a matter of leverage. And the reality is I need to understand, how badly do I want this? Do I just want this, or should I turn this into a decision where I say, I must have this. I must get up at 4:30 a.m. And I know how to get myself to turn something into a must. And I just want to say this. This is day 2 of getting up at 4:30 a.m. I haven't yet turned it into a must, but just asking myself a few questions, determining whether or not what could turn this into a must. It was enough to motivate me. It's like, well, what would I be able to do? One of the things that you can do to get leverage is, that's not how you say leverage. There we go. One of the things that you can do to get leverage and to motivate you to take action is, what pleasure would you get out of it? And the pleasure needs to be massive and immediate. All right. So what massive and immediate pleasure would I get out of waking up at 4:30 in the morning? Well, there are several things. Number one, I would be able to create more content. So, for example, in my mind, if I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, 4:30 a.m., this means that literally when I say I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, I don't mean I wake up at 4:30 with this and then I snooze for 7 more minutes. I'm talking, when I say I'm waking up at 4:30 in the morning, my feet are on the floor. I'm standing up. I'm out of my bed before the clock turns 4:31 a.m. That's what I mean when I say I'm up at 4:30 in the morning. Now, I've been thinking about this. When I had my morning routine before, I'd get up at 4:30, and then by 5 a.m., I am in the car. Gosh, I am not an artist. Why do I feel like I need to try to, that's my bug. All right, so there you go, my bug. So I'm in the car on my way to the gym by 5 a.m. That's what I was doing back during the summer. I talked about that in the previous vlog, but that's not how things are going to work right now, because I plan to work out with my wife on a consistent basis, usually from 7 a.m. around that time frame. So my idea is that I spend between 4:30 and 5 getting ready just like I would before, but from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m., even though I know that at 7 o'clock I need to stop and I need to go upstairs and put my workout clothes on, I'm literally going to spend this time between 4:30 and 5 getting ready and dressed up just like this. You know, getting my clothes on, a button-up shirt or whatever, so that I am ready to create content. Now, of course, this would only be the case if I'm going to create video content. If I'm going to create audio content or written content, I'd probably just put on my workout clothes and just come down here and be creative. And I'd probably be able to get started closer to like 4. Well, okay, I'd still be in here by 5. Let's just be honest. All right. So the reality is that for me, what I've determined, man, what pleasure would I get? 2 hours of uninterrupted creativity. 2 hours of uninterrupted creativity. Wow, that is incredible. That's 2 hours. I mean, if I devoted 2 hours every day to, I want to just write a vlog, I want to create a vlog, edit it, and publish it. That would be incredible. Or I want to write a newsletter update to go along with the vlog that I did yesterday. That would be awesome. And if I could do that, if I had 2 hours every day, Monday through Friday, that's 10 hours a week. I would have no problem at all experiencing this massive and immediate pleasure. And for me, this is pleasure. This is my zone of genius. I have been called to invest my life into creating content, products, and services that entertain, educate, encourage, and inspire other people, helping them to become more of who they were created to be, or helping them to take every area of their life to the next level, or helping them to do the things in this world that they were created to do. That's who I am. That's what gives me life. And I also know that of the things that give me life, that's what's most life-giving to other people. And I desperately want to do it more often than I have been. I want to be more consistent in doing that. And when I think about these 2 hours from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m., that is massive, immediate pleasure. All right? Now, that is leverage, and this right here, all of this is enough to have made me get up day 1 and day 2. So yesterday I was up at 4:30 in the morning. I put out vlog episode 229 yesterday. Here I am, vlog on day number 2. I'm doing vlog number, what did I just say? This is 230, I think. Anyway, because that was 229. I'm pretty sure that those are the right numbers. I think this is vlog 230. Anyway, now I'm not saying I'm going to come down here and create a vlog every single day. And the question is am I going to do this Monday through Friday? Or am I going to get up at 4:30 in the morning on Saturday and Sunday as well? And I think I will. I think I may actually turn it into every day. Now, here's the thing. This leverage, all of that was enough to turn it into something that, without deciding that this is an ongoing commitment, this isn't a must yet, this is still something that I'd like to do, and I've got enough leverage to get me to do it for 2 days in a row. The question is how do I turn it into enough leverage that will make it a must? So leverage is key. If you want to turn something into a must, this is something that must happen, you need to be willing to actually focus a little bit on the pain. Now, this is something that I've not done with when it comes to desiring this idea of the 4:30 in the morning, early morning routine on a consistent daily basis. Now, again, what we're doing here is we want to, the word is associate. Associate massive and immediate pleasure to the idea of waking up in the morning. All right? Now, you can also associate, and it's going to be, let's see here, massive. So we're going to write massive, immediate, I don't know why the lowercase I there. Anyway, immediate, and we're going to put and unbearable. You want to associate massive, immediate, and unbearable pain to the idea of not getting up in the morning. See, there are a couple things that I've turned into musts. All right, so what are musts? Working out. So for me, Cliff Ravenscraft, I can tell you that working out 6 days a week, every week, for the rest of my life. All right? So this, working out 6 days a week, every week for the rest of my life, is an absolute must. It's something I've done since November 14th, 2014. It's something that I'm committed to. It's a decision that I made. I decided that I must work out 6 days a week, every week, for the rest of my life. It is a part of my identity. That is who I am. All right. I turned it into a must. How did I do that? I went through this whole idea of leverage. I associated massive and immediate pleasure to the idea of working out 6 days a week, every week for the rest of my life. Not just one thing like, for example, I talked about the 4:30 in the morning, the day one, day two motivation. I just associated one idea of pleasure. 2 hours of content. There are other things that I could actually associate as pleasure to this early morning routine. But what I did is there are so many things that I associated to working out at 6 days a week. Like I have 9 different things that I've associated as massive and immediate pleasure to the idea of working out 6 days a week, every week for the rest of my life. But I also have a very long list of massive, immediate, and unbearable pain to the idea of skipping a workout. All right? So for example, if I don't work out today, in my mind, I know that I will feel massive, immediate, excruciatingly unbearable pain if I choose not to work out today. It's just hardwired in who I am because I have a whole list of things that I will focus on that I'm missing out on, or things that are going to get messed up. I have chosen to list a list of things that I will focus on when it comes to any thought or temptation of not going to work out. I have intentionally decided to do that, and as a result, working out went from something that I should do, that I need to do, that I'd like to do, to something I must do. All right. The other one is sugar. So no sugar. Now, for me, no sugar means sugary snacks. I'm specifically saying no candy bars, no cookies, no pies, cakes, donuts, all of that stuff. Any sugary treats, sugary snack. All right. I'm not so crazy that, I won't eat barbecue ribs because the barbecue sauce has a little added sugar. That's not what I'm talking about. I just mean that, I'm done with this. I know what it's doing to my body. And for me, I made a decision. I had a desire to get rid of those things for the rest of my life. And I did not come to that decision lightly. It took me over a year to finally decide that this is a no sugar policy for the rest of my life. I even tested out 100 days without sugar before I ever went to the one year of my life. And it was about a year before I made the decision after the 100 days. And when after it, so I knew what I was getting into, but when I made a decision, it's like I would like to go the rest of my life without ever eating sugar, or I probably should, based upon who I am and the way my body's made up, the fact that I've been diagnosed with hypoglycemia, plus just what sugar does in your body anyway. I probably should, or I'd like to. It'd be nice. Wouldn't it be great if? But no, I decided to. I began to associate massive and immediate amounts of pleasure, many different pleasures, to the idea of going for the rest of my life without sugar. And yes, there are many pleasures that I get out of the fact. I get pleasure out of telling you that I've successfully done it for as long as I have, which, let's see here. This is November 1st. Let's see here. It has been almost 11 months since I've actually consumed any sugar. And I've had plenty of opportunities and plenty of temptations. But anytime a temptation to have a sugary snack, and by the way, the temptations were in the early days. I'm not even tempted these days. But today, when I see a sugary Kit Kat or a Twix bar or a donut that looks amazing, I immediately, without even thinking about it intentionally, it was intentional at first, but I just instantly think about the massive, immediate, and unbearable, excruciating pain that I will experience if I choose to eat a sugary snack. I've just linked it up, and I've chosen what thoughts will I focus on when I think about the idea of consuming one of those. And it's so funny because I've shared this with some people. This whole idea of no sugar, I've made this commitment for the rest of my life. And the funny thing is that I have had nightmares where as I'm dreaming at night, thinking this is, I'm literally thinking this is reality. And in the middle of the night, I am tempted to eat a candy bar or a piece of cake or something like that. And I'm eating it, and I'm immediately in my dream or nightmare, I am experiencing massive, immediate, unbearable pain. And I am like, I feel it physically in my mind and my body. It's like, oh my gosh, what have I done? I've ruined everything, and this is horrible. And then all of a sudden I wake up and I realize, oh my gosh, it was a dream. It was just a nightmare. And I'm like, I feel like Scrooge. And remember Scrooge? He wakes up Christmas. Oh my gosh, it was just a dream. There's still hope. I know I sound like a crazy person, but this is how things become a must. It's called leverage, linking or associating massive amounts of immediate and a massive immediate pleasure to the idea of whatever it is that you want to have as behavior for lasting your lifetime, something that is a must. Associating massive, immediate, and unbearable pain. See, guys, think about this. Just sharing this information with you right here, right now. This is something I would not have done had I not woke up at 4:30 this morning. I wouldn't be sitting here creating this content for you. Instead, I would have woke up around 6:30. I would have been ready to head to the gym at 7 a.m., would have got back here around 9 o'clock in the morning, would have taken a shower, would have hung out with Stephanie, had some breakfast, would have came down here and did work. And my work is things that I love, but I wouldn't have been creative. Or if I actually did come down and say, hey, you know what? One of the things I want to do in my work today is I want to create something. It wouldn't be this, because I'm at my most creative in the morning. I'm at my most energized. Before I I haven't looked at email yet to get me distracted. I haven't looked at my other things that are on my to-do list. This is what I want to do right now. And I hope that this has been valuable to you. And you know what? And by the way, again, all I've done is I've linked some massive and immediate pleasure of doing this to the idea of coming down here and getting up in the morning. I'm intentionally have not chosen to link up or associate massive, immediate, and unbearable pain to the idea of not waking up, because I haven't yet decided if I want this to be what I do on a daily basis. I haven't decided to make it a must yet. I am working through, I'm evaluating, I'm asking myself, is this something that I want to be a part of my daily life? And if so, I'm also asking myself, well, do I want it to be a part of my life for a season? Do I want to give it a test? So for example, do I want to do it every day for 30 days? Do I want to do it every day for 100 days? Or do I want to just say, forget it? I already have 2 lifetime commitments. What's a third? Let's just do this thing and link up all that pain that I know that I can choose to do so, and I can make it happen. This is how I can create. If you guys are wondering, how do I create so much change in my life? This is how I do it. By the way, this is what Free the Dream, my online product for Free the Dream, it is all about all of this. It goes into way more detail, and it walks you through step by step the entire process. One of the things that I'll be doing today, Thursday, and tomorrow, Friday, is creating that free product, that free first video session. Now, by the way, there are 30 to 40 of you who have already emailed me, subject line free session, and I do have you on the list. So if you would like to be able to receive the first session of the Free the Dream online product, which is my opening keynote address from Free the Dream, it will radically transform your life. You think this was important? Wait till you see that first opening keynote. That alone will just blow your mind. And if you want, I'm going to give it to you for free. Next week, I'll be able to just tell you to go to a specific web page to get it. But for right now, you'd have to email me, cliff@cliffravenscraft.com, cliff@cliffravenscraft.com. Email me with the subject line free session if you haven't done so already. If you've already done so, I've got you on the list. You will be getting it sometime this weekend. All right? But for the rest of you, if you haven't done so, email me, cliff@cliffravenscraft.com, subject line free session, and then just tell you, Cliff, I want that free session when you have it. Here's the thing. As I think about this vlog, this particular episode of the vlog, number 230, I realize I've already shared with you way more than I intended. There are plenty of things that I was going to share with you that I didn't share, but I'm really glad I just followed the inspiration to share those insights about leverage and pain and pleasure, and maybe hopefully just that alone will just help set you on a new path. And if not, email me about the free session. I'll be happy to send that out to you as soon as I get it available. I'll tell you what, for right now, I can tell you I'm certain there'll be more 4:30 in the morning early rise sessions. And as a result of that, there'll be much more content coming. Not just the vlog, but other types and other forms of content as well. So please stay tuned. Until next time, my friends, I encourage you to take every area of your life to the next level.